Hi, I'm Nettie Francis with Nettie's Notes, here for another 2-minute tip to hopefully make your motherhood a little bit brighter and a little bit smoother. First of all, remember that there is no way to be a perfect parent, but there are a million ways to be a good parent. I have 10 children, and because I have so many children, people mistakenly think that I'm perfect at everything. But that is not true. In fact, parenting is by far the hardest task I have ever undertaken. It is emotionally and physically and mentally draining all the time. Like every other mom and every other parent out there, I am always looking around for ideas and tips and inspiration that can help make my parenthood and my motherhood a little bit easier, or even just some consolation that I'm doing okay. In college, I studied education, and as part of my courses, I took a few classes on family and child development. In those classes, my professors taught me a lot of cool things about raising children and different parenting styles, and I've forgotten most of what they've taught me. However, there is one paradigm that sticks with me today. I think of this parenting paradigm often in times when I need just a little bit of a pick-me-up or a support or a refresher on how I'm doing as a parent. It's quick and easy to remember, and like I said, it's a comfort in those times that try the soul. This parenting paradigm is based on the idea that you can pretty much divide parents and their styles into 4 different quadrants, using 2 different scales. The first scale is the level of strictness in the family. In other words, some parents are classified as strict and some are lenient. Now within those 2 classifications, you can decide where you want to fall on the scale. But again, you can look at parenting and decide, are you pretty much a strict parent or a more lenient parent? The other scale they use to divide up the parenthood quadrant is if a parent is warm or cold. Here again, you can categorize that how you want, but think of your own home family life. Would you categorize your family as pretty much a warm, loving, cozy, happy, huggy type of a family? Or is your family a little bit colder, a little more standoffish, not as willing to express feelings in the interactions that we have with each other? This basically divides families and parenting styles into 4 different quadrants: strict and warm, strict and cold, lenient and warm, lenient and cold. Sometimes when I get discouraged as a parent, I look at this paradigm and try to think about where I am on the scale. Some days I'm very warm with my children, some days I'm more lenient, some days I'm more structured and strict. Some days I do feel kind of cold and irritated and feel like everything you're doing is bugging me. But I think that's just how we are as parents. That's just how life is. Nobody is perfect, and no family is perfect, and no day and relationship is ever perfect. Child psychologists and family psychologists will often tell you that the level of strictness and structure or lenience in the home is not necessarily what matters. In fact, the key factor in children who succeed is that they were raised in warm homes. Some psychologists will go so far to say that the most successful homes are those that are warm and structured. There are expectations and there are standards for the children. However, then again, that's debatable in some circles. And really the key factor is if our children know that they are loved and we care for them. On days when I'm feeling totally hopeless as a parent and I'm wondering if I've done anything right, I like to just look back and remind myself, maybe I was too strict, maybe I was too structured, maybe I was too lenient in a situation. I wish I wouldn't have given in. But then I think I can try again tomorrow, I could start again afresh, and the most important thing is that children know they are loved, and the home and atmosphere and environment that they are raised in is a warm place to live. This is an easy parenting paradigm for me to keep tucked away in the corners of my brain, and I hope this is helpful to you in your parenting journey. Remember, there is no way to be a perfect parent. There are a million ways to be a good parent, and I hope that this 2-minute tip has made your parenthood and your motherhood a little bit brighter and a little bit smoother. If you enjoy what you're hearing on Nettie's Notes, I invite you to subscribe and share and comment below about the parenting tips that have helped you out. Thanks for listening. See you next time.